this is a Christmas special episode. If you're watching this on any other days, it will still relevant. So continue watch. And I'm just going to take you guys back to 2023. Back in 2023, I actually record another Christmas special episode with my friend Jesse at the time. And we were exploring a deeper meaning of Christmas. I want to be the observer perspective to watch that episode again because there's a lot of information that I download, that I receive, has been updated. Okay, let's get into it.
You were mentioning something about Dolores Cannon and Christmas.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've been feeling very aligned again, meaning a lot of things let's say I thought about or think about. I mean, thought about, think about the same. Thought about, think about, or or write it down, and it appears, it aligns right after. Or someone was thought about somebody and they call right after, like after a little bit. So we were talking about
seeing a sign, right? Like seeing a sign.
Yeah, and we were so that 2023 was a beginning of my spiritual awakening journey. So at the time, I actually experienced synchronicity, and I actually didn't know the word yet at the time. So I was explaining to Jesse, I thought about something or somebody, and the person or the message just show up in my reality. So I was already experienced synchronicity. So 2023 was the time that I actually started experiencing spiritual awakening after my mom passed in the late 2022. Okay. So that's that. About Christmas, doing a Christmas episode. And this morning I was doing my meditation. It's about listening to sound about discovering the universe. And then I started, listening to podcasts or video, and I was getting a lot of information. And Christmas happens to be in one of the speech of Dolores Cannon. Said, oh wow. Oh wow. I was like shocked. This is good. So at the time, Dolores Cannon was the first person that I came across online that she's talking about spiritual awakening. She creates a quantum healing hypnosis therapies, and that is to take people back into the past life and has the past life regression. And now, as of today, I understand past life is not actually past life. It's a life that another version of us that is experiencing a different reality, different timeline. It's like if you watch MCU movie, it's like variants, like another you in another universe. And so I am actually still experiencing downloading, as I mentioned in the beginning. I'm still experiencing a lot of downloading from videos because I think this is the channel that I tune into every time I ask for something. Every time I have a question on something, it will send the message through the video that I'm consuming, mostly on YouTube or podcast. So I already started experiencing it like that back in 2023. Well, I mentioned this to one of my friends about this thing I'm going on back in the summer when I visit him.
Your journey.
And then he said, "You must be on drugs." And no, my mind just goes so fast.
Oh, you should have played a trick on him and said, "Yeah, I just got on better drugs."
Yeah, and then I say, I've been have this phenomenon. I don't know if you call it phenomenon. That was my first time experience what I just described. And now it came back, and now I don't feel as
strange or from
Mm.
yeah. So anyway, talk about Christmas. What do you have for us? Then I'll follow.
Oh, nothing special. It was just wondering about, how did Christmas come about?
Hmm.
Um, why did we give presents? And one of the things that a lot of people don't approve of is, even though we are, in a society of supply and demand, a lot of people are saying, why is it so expensive around Christmas time? Type of
Yes.
stuff. And it's like, it's supposed to
Right.
be out of love and togetherness. And why do families fight so much? And why does everything cost so much? And even the airports, the post office, make sure you get this done by this time, and all these deadlines. And it's like,
Yeah.
I understand it's very stressful, very mentally, physically, and spiritually draining, right?
Yes, it is. It's because this is part of the matrix programming. And this Christmas, there's a lot of symbolic in Christmas that we actually collected, projected to the reality, and it's hinted the secrets of the true reality outside of the simulation. And what Jesse just described here is the matrix version of Christmas or holidays. We consume and we buy stuff, and a lot of time we buy a lot of stuff that we don't need. And the school, the teacher, even the movies all the time, right? On holidays to embody us, program us into buying stuff, give present, give gathering, gathering with friends and family, which is all okay, but that kind of erase the true meaning of this holidays because there's a lot of symbolic, there's a lot of signs in our plain sight, put it that way. So the next part, back in 2023, I already received some of the download about those symbols, symbolics of the Christmas, our simulation matrix reality.
Yeah. We did that to ourselves because this is part of the programming matrix. But if we just live or be here on the Christmas day, just treat it as another day, then we won't have all this what you just described, right?
Hmm. So
That makes sense.
I wonder if giving presents means the other meaning of the word present.
Yes, I was just
Just
gonna.
be present in your
Yes,
life,
I was
and
just
you
gonna
will
say.
have a more enjoyable time.
Yeah. So the message Dolores Cannon shared with me this morning, she said, "Us human, when we communicate, we talk, and we talk so slow. We have to speak one word after another one. But the spiritual or the beings, they communicate with mind, or like you said, downloading or frequency, sending informations. Okay, so what she said is sometimes just like Egyptians or crops. Have you seen those crops has a drawing on it?
The crop circles, yes.
Yeah. She said those are the symbols. They also communicate through symbol sign. That's why we have yin yang, symbol. We have uh, the wheel symbol, karma wheel symbol, right?
I'm thinking stop sign. That's a good symbol.
So what Jesse was saying here, present, the gift that we give for our friend, present is a symbolic as well. And the teacher that I exposed on this spiritual journey, another person after Dolores Cannon, is Neville Goddard. After Neville Goddard is Eckhart Tolle. And Eckhart Tolle wrote a book, Power of Now, right? Present. So present is more the present that in Christmas that we try to hint at us is we have to have our conscious in our present moment. And present moment is the only moment, it's the only forever moment that we have. There's the past and the future is the illusion in our mind. So Jesse mentioned about this part. And at the time, I do know present means something else, but I didn't came across Neville Goddard and Eckhart Tolle yet. So as of today, now I understand the power of being present, because present is the only true reality. And our conscious is the only reality, because if our conscious is in the other dimension or timeline or another reality, let's say past or future, that tend to give us anxiety, worries, scarcity, uncertainty, and fear, right? So staying present in Christmas present is one of the symbol. And when I hit stop, you just mentioned stop. He tend to be more conservative on the topics. He oftentimes asks me to hit a break because in my worry, I'm sharing too much and it creates a paradox.
Yeah. So when it comes to Christmas, what are the symbols for Christmas? Santa Claus, Christmas tree, and what else? What gifts, like you said?
Presence, yeah.
Yeah, so what Dolores Cannon is telling me that every symbol has a message, has a meaning. And when I hear this speech this morning, I already take a look close at Christmas tree beforehand already, and I already have my definition, explanation, which that speech just confirmed that I was right. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
if we look at Christmas tree, what do you see? We see a lot of
Ornaments, lights.
yeah.
Yeah.
So ornaments, lights, okay, and then it's this triangle shape, right?
Yes.
And everything in our physical world, everything triangle shape, it's a mystery. Have you noticed that?
Oh, okay.
Like, see, for example, the pyramid, what is that thing called? Back in the day, there's a Nazis has a bell
Oh, the
shape.
Nazis have a bell? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different topic, but everything in this shape has some sort of mystery carried behind it. So now I want to explain what I received the information. As you can see, the lights. Lights is actually us light beams. We are light beams sending from space to this earth and embedded into it, physical body form. So as you can see, there's a lot of light, and you say almond. And what do you see? That is circle here, circle here. What does that represent?
Like a planet?
Exactly. Okay. And then if we move higher in, okay, so it's like to me, it's like a source or a
Oh, okay.
source, God, or whatever you want to call it. And so what this tree is telling me is, doesn't matter what planet you're from, okay, or light beings that we are, or some are in the sphere shape, protected shelter. We are all one, you see, all one. And we're all have a purpose of somehow to generate this frequency, energy, vibration to make this source on the top.
So that was interesting. So here's the update. Partially what I was explaining in that episode is actually partially correct. And here's the update information. Remember, this spiritual awakening person is not special. Everyone are able to tap into those knowledge. And actually, the more you don't know, the more you will find out. I am very humble and I stay humble. So I'm open to learn more. So that's the attitude I have. So that's why the new information keep coming in, keep downloading through me. So here's the update version of the Christmas tree. So Christmas tree is actually also a symbolic, of course, a symbol of actually our human body. Why? Because if you look at when when a person is doing meditation, the way they set and cross their legs and looks like a triangle shape, right? And the present usually is at the bottom of the Christmas tree, which means we are grounded in the present. And when we do meditation, we set that position. It's actually just like a Christmas tree, okay? And second of all, the almonds or lights, yes, we are the light beings, came to the earth school to learn, to explore, to collect data. So that's all still the same. We're the light being. So why Christmas tree is because now the new update information, we know we have 7 chakra. So it's Christmas tree is this symbolic of ascending. You see what I mean now? So all those almonds and all those sphere shape, it's not space or other planet. I was wrong on that one because there's no space per se. Okay, I know this is weird and shocking and maybe hard to accept, but again, this is the information I got, and this is coming from the quantum field. Okay, and take it or leave it. It's up to you. But so the Christmas tree is representing us as our human body and the position when we meditate. And chakra, it's ascending to the higher source. So the Christmas tree is representing dimensions, or if you want to say the level of the dimensions, right? And then we want to ascend to it as high as we can and as to all the way to the source. If you want to call it God or whatever belief religion you are, but it's ultimately we're talking about the same thing, the source.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah. So this tree, so there's an, if we talk about science, neuroscience, conscious and subconscious.
Okay.
Okay. Subconscious creates what we do. Conscious, sometimes we're unconscious, unaware of, but subconscious is actually the boss in our mind. So if we create something like this unconsciously, which is subconsciously, then that means something we know in the past or in the future or before we come down here, we already have this idea right here. Science.
Okay, so on this part, yes, conscious and subconscious mind. So another universal law is within, so without. The Christmas tree or all the reality that anything that we see or quote unquote we project, it's within us as well. So this explaining that how we came about having this kind of Christmas tree, it looks like a triangle, is what I just explained earlier, because we have this knowledge and somehow it's deep within us, and our body is also a data storage. So we express or project this idea or this reality onto the screen that we call reality. And this is why a lot of things that we experience actually it's in our plain sight. And that's the reason why it's out on the plain sight.
Have you seen iRobot?
Yes.
iRobot? Yeah. That movie, the robot in there, it's already became true in the, if you Google it, you see. If you Google 2023, the conference in Las Vegas in January, you see, very famous. Every January they have it, except COVID years. So they showcase a lot of new technology from TV, from cars, from appliance, computer. So this year they showcase a robot, talking robot with a head, with a face, exactly just like iRobot's robots. Okay. And there's a lot of TikTok video made it into a short that people visit the conference and is talking to the robot, like having a conversation. Is that funny?
Okay, I think it's the CES 2023 started January 5th.
Yeah, CES, yes. You got
Okay,
it.
CES.
Yeah, so if you go to CES 2023 robots videos, then you'll see what I mean. Yes.
Okay, there.
You saw? You see?
It says right there.
Looks like an iRobot.
Yeah, CES.tech. Yeah, that's a picture of a lady, but I think it could be
it's a
robot.
Yeah. So that's why once I know about how our brain works and reflect to everything around us that we create in a physical form, it all makes sense if we link together, including the tree we plant in the ground, the way they grow. Remember about branches that I mentioned? Yeah. So everything around us we create, it created by our subconscious. So when we come down to this earth, even though our conscious memory got wiped out, but subconscious memory are still there, but we don't know how to unlock it. You see what I mean? Which one?
The robot.
The robot is somehow the robot is already exists in the future or in the past, and then it's embedded in our subconscious. So just like why we keep always trying to go to the moon or go to the Mars, because we subconsciously we already been there or was there or going to be there.
All right, so first of all, as I explained, there's no past or future. It's our illusion. So now the update information is there's different multiple universe or multiple reality, and there's multiple version of us that it's already exists. So what I just said there is actually very interesting because that was in 2023 and I was mentioning about robot, and now in 2025 going on 2026, as we know, there's already humanoid robots, right? From Tesla and from NVIDIA. It's also creating robots, and AI is everywhere now. And another thing is I talk about branches. The Christmas tree, our conscious, we are all connected, right? Our conscious is actually all connected to one source, one consciousness. So that is also applied to the movie, the new Karate Kid movie with Jackie Chan, right? Two branches, one tree. So multiple consciousness, but we all connect to one main source. That's also represented in the Christmas tree, right? Tree has different branches, and every thought that we have, every action that we take or we speak, it vibrates a frequency. And every time we thought about something, even though we didn't maybe proceed to take action, we did create that branch, that frequency to the quantum field. That's interesting episode that just me looking back as an observer right now. And a lot of things that actually came true looking back to 2023, especially the robot one, and everything starts slowly making sense. In our timeline in 2026, it's going to be a new beginning. Dolores Cannon and Eckhart Tolle, both of them mention about New Earth. So I will share more about the old Earth and New Earth. So that's all for me, and wish you guys Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Stay safe out there and peace within. I will see you guys on the next episode.